Okay, what about how this drives? Like, you know, smoothness, acceleration, steering, you know, all the stuff that these highbrow journalists talk about.
I know.
Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at the all-new 2022 Honda Civic Touring with Elise to get her thoughts on the vehicle. And I'm still trying to convince her to let me start a YouTube channel for her so we can have Elise reviews. We're rooting for it. Anyways, as always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below, and let's get right into the Elise review. Okay, so we're going to start things off under the hood. Sorry that there's a lot of noise. I have the car running so that it's cooled down so that she doesn't die. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, so under the hood here, turbocharged, 1.5-liter four-cylinder. It's got like 180 horsepower, and go through CVT. I mean, I've been averaging like almost 40 miles per gallon with this.
Sweet.
What do you think about turbocharged engines versus naturally aspirated?
I don't know the difference.
I guess we'll talk about it more with driving. But basically, this forces more air into the engine to make it so it has more power.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But there is potential reliability concerns with turbocharging.
Okay.
That's the only downside. Other than that, though, I guess we're gonna close the. What do you have down here? Teamwork. I'll touch the hot part. Oh, is that one hot too?
It's also hot because it needs to go and... Oh, there it is! Look!
And let's see if I drop this first. Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, so what do you think about how this looks on the outside?
Oh, I forgot. I'm so excited to get in there.
Yeah. Front end of the new Civic.
I like it.
Do you like how it's like simple? Because like what they did is the old Civic, I don't know if you remember what it looks, Kyle's car.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know how it has like a bunch of like crazy lines and everything?
If you don't know who Kyle is, he's the one who made the Ben Hardy reviews, like, meh.
Yeah, the logo. So thanks to Kyle.
Thanks to Kyle.
But
I like this one better.
because it's like they like just smoothed out the lines. They made it.
Yeah.
They made it more mature, basically. Yeah. And then wheels on this. Here's a look for you guys at the wheels. So what they do is you have like the prominent spokes that are like silver, so it looks like a 5-spoke, but then it has like a bunch more spokes. Do you think they look good?
Yeah.
Do you like it when they? Do you think that's like makes sense for them to do it that way, where they have like way more spokes than what it looks like? Is the color contrast?
I think so, but I also know nothing, so.
Okay. Well, let's pop the back now so we can go over storage space. So, boom.
You could fit a body in here.
Oh my gosh, that's not what we want on YouTube, but okay.
Well, you could.
You could. That's why you should buy a Civic. It is a very economical way to carry bodies around. Also, it has these little latches here that'll show up on camera, so you can throw down the seats.
Huh. Okay.
But I mean, it's
not bad for a small car.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad at all. It's nice trunk space.
What about the booty? We gotta talk about the booty.
The booty? I mean, I wouldn't immediately recognize it as a Honda Civic, but
It looks a lot different.
it looks different enough for me to be like, that's a Civic?
And also, so they make it so the exhaust tip's kind of hidden, so it doesn't get
That's
in there.
nice.
Oh, you
I like that.
Okay, so hopefully the interior is somewhat cool for you. I can't. So, what do you think about like the fact that you have to like fall down into the car and then like stand up to get out of it? Is that kind of annoying?
Maybe a little. The biggest thing is making sure I don't burn myself like on the metal there. I mean, this part's covered, but you know, still, it's like
That makes sense.
there's no cooling back here
At all?
at all. There's a charging port, but no cooling.
Oh, that's kind of weird. What about the space though? Is it pretty comfy for an adult?
It's okay. Like I could ride in the back if we were going to like get chicken wings with friends. I don't know, you know, just like going out, going to Cold Stone. It's not bad. Long road trips, I lean my seat all the way back, so I better not have a passenger behind me. / I would get tired of sitting up. But that's long road trips.
That makes sense. Okay, last thing. What about this like weird trim stuff they're doing here on the door panel?
That is weird. I'm indifferent.
Okay, that's how it's front. See, this is, maybe it's fine for you, but like getting out of cars like this is so annoying because it's like...
I'm a woman, I can do it.
Well, I just did leg day or whatever people call it.
Leg day or whatever. Whatever, that's... Oh, nice and cool. The AC's on.
So, you got the vent here.
It's so funny looking. Like, I actually really like it, and the toggle's easy to find. But it is a little silly.
Yeah, it is a little silly. And there's a sunroof, which is kind of cool. It's a little dinky sunroof. Okay, I'm going to close the door and pop in so we can kind of cool off a little bit. Yeet. Okay, so this is not all a vent. This is just for style. But it looks like it's a giant vent. Is it kind of pointless or is it cool?
I like that it's cohesive.
Okay. Drive modes, you usually don't care about those because you never change them. I just have an econ mode so that it gets better fuel economy. It's got one of the electronic parking brakes, so you have to press the button. And then dual zone climate. Now, something that is annoying to me is this has heated seats.
It does not have cooling seats.
And if you get the Accord, which is basically this car's big brother from Honda, you get cooled seats in this package.
Oh.
So they cheap out for the Civic for some reason.
Maybe this was just too pricey.
Yeah, this
that's the expensive part where they're like, oh man, can't afford to put cooling seats and blah blah blah.
See the backup camera?
It's iffy.
Yeah, the resolution's not great on it. One thing that I will say is I hate the fact that this doesn't have a channel toggle. It's got like for the radio
I
volume,
know.
but it doesn't have a
You
channel.
can't. You have to touch the screen a billion times to get where you want to go.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying. Aside from that, I like the stop start button, how it kind of flashes. What about full digital gauge cluster? I think this one looks pretty decent. And it shows you, like, when you come up to the stop sign here, it's gonna, when you press the brakes, it shows on the brakes and the gauge cluster too that you're braking.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, you are braking. It's just kind of
funny. I think it's organized well enough where it has like the two on the side for how hot the car is and your fuel, so you're not like looking for a little dial in the dial. So that's always like, what?
And then do these feel nice? Like the fact that they, ooh, I accidentally unsynced us.
Did something.
I unsynced us, okay, we're resynced. But like how they do these nice like finishes on the
I
controls.
like the texture of the knob. Finding the volume when I was first in here was like, where the heck is it? Because you know you have 3 modes right here, and I complain about this volume issue because again with the tuning, like.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know with the Civic, if I went to.
I turn it off.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just gonna go to the. I'll make sure the volume's down so we don't get copyright infringement. So here you go. To change the channel, you just have to press that seek button.
But it only goes to your presets, right?
No, this goes to everything.
Well, that goes to everything because on the XM, whenever, it only goes to your presets, which is
annoying.
like super annoying.
Yeah, so I guess you have to set presets. That's the thing. It's like car makers are like pushing people to do presets.
I always do presets. I changed the
Do we do incentive today?
presets.
Yes. No, it doesn't work either.
I'm too pale. I'm wearing a white dress. I still be there. I changed the presets in the Raptor. So now they're all on channels that actually work.
That's nice.
It is nice because now I don't have to go, find it. I can just use the things.
Okay, what about how this drives? Like, smoothness, acceleration, steering. All the stuff that these highbrow journalists talk about.
I know. I think it's a good around town car. I haven't driven it fast at all, so I don't have any opinion on that yet. And I'm not going to punch it in the neighborhood.
That's good. I keep hitting my head in the window. That's the only way that I can film you, where you show up.
Payback for me smacking into the seatbelt thing when we went
off-roading yesterday.
Jeez.
But I feel like it's a good commuter car. Like,
it speeds up. It picks up pretty well. It's not like some of the cars, will like pick up, or that you think they will, but they just stay the same speed, and you're like, thanks. Thank you for making this a more dangerous. Because if you're trying to. I always use the example of zipping out and like trying to go across traffic because my parents live in a little lane where to get out you have to cross a highway. Yeah. And so that's important to me. Am I able to speed up enough to make it, or do I have to sit there and be the person who holds up the line because my car is slow? So that's important. This one can pick up, which I'm glad about.
Yeah, and then like I said 38.4 now because more.
Oh, I punched it.
Yeah, you lost all the fuel economy because you punched it. But still, that's pretty good. That's like,
It's better than 20.
I was gonna say it's better than like 10 that I get sometimes.
Yeah.
10 miles per gallon, which is not great. So I guess finishing things up, I think it's a great commuter car, daily driver car. I think
turns well, like it listens.
This is aimed at like people our age, by the way, like
I would
Gen
drive
Z.
it.
The only downside I see about this
We're
car.
not Gen Z.
I think we are technically.
No, we're right on the edge of millennial and beginning of Gen Z, and those like 3 to 5 years that are like, do you count for anything? The answer is no.
Oh, okay. Well, what it's basically aimed at people that are like 18 to like 26, 28, something like that, whatever. So we're like right in the middle of it. But anyways, the point that I was trying to make there is this is supposed to be like this one is like a higher end package, but like the Civic in general is supposed to be like first car that people buy brand new.
That makes sense. If it's reliable, you know, and affordable, and it has enough things. Like, I've been in cars without working AC systems. They bite. You know.
And I guess that, well, pricing. So this one's stickers for like $29,000, which the average person that's our age makes like $30,000 a year.
Yeah.
They do have a base model is like $22,000.
Okay. What's the difference between that one and this one? Do you know?
Cloth seats instead of leather.
Oh,
single,
no biggie.
Single zone climate instead of dual zone. I don't think it has a wireless phone charger. It's the engine's naturally aspirated instead of turbocharged, so a lot less power. Fuel economy is similar though.
But it still works really well. I don't think that.
It's still a brand new car with a warranty. And
yeah, do it, guys. Like, I don't know. I like it.
There you go. There's from the Gen Z expert. That's all.